Kia ora, good evening Rotorua. Tonight on City News. Rotorua District Council releases a draft economic development strategy. Cactus 2 proves to be a winning program in Reporoa, and Te Arawa Federation of Māori Authorities is investigating biological farming. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. A new economic direction for Rotorua has taken another step forward this week, with the Council releasing a draft economic development strategy for comment. The strategy has been developed in partnership with a project reference group chaired by Waiariki Institute of Technology head Pim Boren. Rotorua District Council Chief Executive Peter Gurin says the draft strategy was not yet complete but was being released for feedback to a number of stakeholders interested in sustainable growth for the district. Peter Gurin says key areas are around setting the direction for economic growth, defining a clear plan, prioritising allocation of resources and linking with regional and national policies. Mr Gurin says in addition to seeking feedback on the draft strategy, there would be further workshops with councillors and the Rotorua Business Leaders Group before the strategy was finalised. He says anyone interested in feeding ideas into the strategy are welcome to make comment by contacting Derek Shaw of APR Consultants before the 24th of June. A man accused of robbery at a Westpac bank has appeared in the Rotorua District Court. Craig Blair, 43, unemployed and of no fixed abode, appeared before Judge Chris Maguire. Blair did not enter a plea to a charge of robbing a female employee of the Haupapa Street Bank of just over $1,100 on June the 8th. Judge Maguire remanded Blair in custody. The success of the first ever North Island Cactus program is being repeated in Reporoa. The Cactus program is an 8-week regime which aims to challenge behaviours through a disciplined, regimented training program based on a military boot camp style. Earlier this year, students from Western Heights High School completed Cactus with spectacular success. Now their counterparts at Reporoa College are doing the same. Cactus Program Coordinator Rotorua Police Sergeant Steve Sutton says Cactus 2 has the full support of the Reporoa community, and he says even though the course is only halfway through, they are already having breakthrough moments with some of their students. You know, just over halfway through, you've seen some real changes?
Yeah, there's a couple in particular that have had some really big changes. One girl came from a South Auckland background and she'd pretty much bounced from school to school for the last few years. We've kind of taken her under our wing and we've spent a lot of time with her, and her attitude's completely swung around because she's no longer fighting the system, and really positive changes for her, and she's really enjoying it too.
Sergeant Steve Sutton says the Cactus 2 students are excited about the upcoming longest day graduation challenge, which he says will incorporate a 15-kilometre walk and, as always, some real physical and mental tasks the students will have to complete. Te Arawa Federation of Māori Authorities is investigating biological farming systems for its member organisations. The authority is the largest cluster of trusts and incorporations in the Rotorua district. Many Māori-owned trust lands are used for farming and are on either lakes or river catchments. In recent years, nutrient leaching from farming has been an issue in these areas. The Rotorua Lakes and Land Trust, in a joint venture between the authority and the Rotorua Taupo Province of Federated Farmers, are exploring how biological farming systems can play a role in reducing nitrate leaching from farms. Te Arawa Federation of Māori Authorities is organising an Options and Tools conference this Friday at Rotorua Racetrack. Dr. Gunnar Magisan, a senior scientist, has been invited to present a paper on biological farming systems and nutrient leaching for the benefit of the farming community. In sport tonight, the Waikato Regional Council is considering a contribution of $6 million towards the cost of the National Cycling Centre of Excellence. The Home of Cycling Charitable Trust is the organisation behind a joint Waikato Bay of Plenty bid to develop a $29.5 million world-class cycling facility, including an indoor velodrome, and that's in this region. Rotorua would provide the mountain biking component of the centre, while an indoor velodrome and BMX track would be built near Cambridge. The Waikato Regional Council was now seeking information that would determine whether or not it proceeded to public consultation. The Trust was confident the information would lead to a positive decision and would be working with the Waikato Regional Council to meet the current spark timeframes. To your weather now, Rotorua and the surrounding area. Tonight, fine southwest breezes, overnight a low of 6. Tomorrow, Wednesday, fine southwest winds, a high of 13 and a low of 7. Long range for Thursday, fine southeast breeze developing, a high of 13 and a low of 5. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for Wednesday, southwest 10 knots rising to 15 knots late morning, then easing to 10 knots in the evening. Waves less than half a metre and fine weather. Still to come tonight on City News, Deputy Mayor Trevor Maxwell talks about the Te Arawa Standing Committee. Richard Marshall talks about the success of the recent Cats stage show, and we take a look at the Waiariki Sports Academy.